Hello and welcome everybody to the Immaterial Gamers podcast, episode 150. I hope I got the number right. I'm pretty sure I did. 150. Woo! We have me. Oh wait, sorry. Danny on the left. I have my cameras mixed up. Danny's on the left, or D, or Danny, whatever you want to call. They got me over here. Danny's got a dice. 20 sided.
D20? Yep. D20.
And then there's a random Stefan voice in the background occasionally.
That's a lie.
There's a Stefan voice. So we'll start with Danny because you're on the left.
Okay. I think it's what's been played.
Yes.
Hokko's Life. It's a
Oh,
new
hold
game
on.
that's
1 second, I'm having problems. Give me 1 second.
Craig died.
No, my computer's dying. There. That should fix everything. Continue. What did you play this week?
I've been playing a bit of Hokko's Life. It's just come out on Steam. It's early access.
Okay.
It's like Animal Crossing a little bit. You build a village up, and pretty much all the villages seem to be animals, except for you. You're a human for some reason.
Okay. So.
And you build furniture and go fishing and catch bugs and stuff like that. So it's like Stardew and stuff like that. It's kind of one of those relaxing type games.
Alright, so it's like a village builder one.
Yeah, it's a village builder. It's on early access. It's been referred to as similar to Animal Crossing.
Cool.
It's Animal Crossing for the PC.
Interesting.
That's how it's been referred as what it is.
What
Fishing's
else
a bit of an. Oh, been playing like a Bejeweled type game and other stuff like that. I've not been playing much of a thing. I've been playing more relaxed type games where you sort of like Alice Patchworks is you make pictures out of like pieces that you got to put together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle a little bit.
Okay,
But
so you've been playing a jigsaw puzzle.
like a jigsaw puzzle, similar to a jigsaw puzzle. And then stuff like Skyland Heart of the Mountain is a clicky puzzle where you got to get through the game where like find clues and get through
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And like spooky bonuses are basically a Halloween Bejeweled.
Neat.
So nothing too serious. And last week I was playing a lot of The Room. I went through all 4 of the rooms and 100% completed them.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, it's basically, I've not been playing serious games. I've been playing more of like those relaxing type games where you're not.
Yeah, where you don't have to do a lot and you can just sort of enjoy yourself and relax.
And you can just. I tend to have the game there, and then on this monitor I have been watching like Castle or Lucifer or something.
You're using Netflix. How dare you?
Oh, Castle's on Disney. And
Same difference. Yeah. I'm only teasing.
Lucifer is Netflix. Plus, I've been watching anime on Funimation, so.
Interesting.
What have you been playing?
This week, I started playing No Man's Sky very recently. Actually, yesterday. That recently. And...
No Man's Sky. What is a spacecrafty?
Yeah, No Man's Sky is
rival.
Basically a interplanetary spacecraft like space
Exploration.
Survival. Yeah. With a procedurally generated universe. And I haven't played it in years and years and years.
You haven't played it since the Grand Lie.
Yeah, since it Stefan has a bit of a gripe with this game because when it first released, it said it was going to have all of these fancy dancy features. And when it released, it didn't have any of these fancy dancy features. But it has those features now. So I decided I was going to try it. And Stefan says, no, I will not because they lied when they released. So,
Most games lie when they're released.
well, no, most games delay the release because they haven't gotten everything that they say they were gonna have. But
Or they release it early and then they decide. Or like or it could go with the Anthem way.
the Anthem way?
Yeah, it got released and within like 6 months it got tanked when it
Oh
was meant to
yeah,
take on WoW.
I
It's
remember
meant
that now.
It's meant to take on like WoW and big ass games. Within 6 months, it died.
Yeah.
Horrible, gruesome death.
What else did I play this week?
You played a bit of Wreckfest the other week.
Yeah, we at the end of last week, I got Wreckfest because it was on sale on Steam. Don't know if it still is. And me, Ryan, and Stefan were playing some Wreckfest, demolition derby style, and then racing with destroying each other. And Ryan whooped our ass on all of the racing maps because he's a
Yeah, you will
cheater.
do. I installed Wreckfest.
Did you?
Yes,
Sweet. Maybe we'll play some of
Installed.
that.
It's installed. I know that much.
Yeah. What else did I play? Oh, we started trying out
Minecraft server.
Minecraft, which was a little bit more.
Nope. Nope.
It was a little bit more than we were originally hoping for when it comes to difficulty wise and annoyance wise.
Ugh.
If I wanted to play Minecraft like that, I would have just played real life.
Yeah, he would have played RL Craft. Basically,
Yeah.
the Minecraft mod pack that we picked was something ages. Let me see if I can find it.
Serve Tech Ages.
Yeah, SevTech Ages. And
Not impressed.
yeah,
Very not impressed.
you have to do a whole lot before you can even break your first tree down. And
Oh no, you can break the tree down. You just don't get fuck off from it.
yeah, you don't
Yeah,
get any wood from it or anything.
Yeah, just go. Yeah, you have to discover the tech.
Yeah,
Go through the tech tree. Discover the
basically,
recipe.
yeah, basically you have to learn, like you have to start from the very beginning, and as you do achievements, it will allow you to get further and further and further and further. And it's
It's
to the
like
point where if you even put an item into your hand that you don't have the knowledge for, it will automatically eject out of your inventory.
yeah, I'll just drop it and go. You don't understand this. It's
Yeah.
like it's a flower, dipshit.
It's unknown technology. It's a flower.
It's a flower. Fucking flower.
Hi, Ryan. Crash, bang, wallop.
But yeah, it's just, you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
just like god damn it. And then install it's just tedious.
Yeah, and Danny had a hell of a time getting it installed. It just, for some reason, it skipped one of the mods, so he had to manually download the mod, I think.
Yep, I had to manually do it and then drop the jar file into the
Yeah.
folder manually.
So.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it was an experience. We'll say that. But
Yeah. If it was on a closer to modern Minecraft version, maybe I would be willing to play it. But it's so far behind still that I don't even want to play it.
it was just tedious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to look at the sky.
Yeah, the
Back
sky
to,
version of it. And
Oh,
it looks kind of neat, but it still looks like it's going to be ridiculously tedious.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna be worse.
Yeah. But I thought maybe the sky version of it would be a little bit easier because there'd be less mobs. But that didn't happen because the islands are quite large that you start on, and you start with like 7 islands or something like that. I think 5 or 6 surrounding your main island.
I think it was more further out, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the world generated further. I don't think it did, but it might have. I'm not sure.
But yeah, it's got to be ranked in one of the lowest mod packs we've played so far.
It's not even that the fact it was bad. It's just I don't want to do that.
If I'm to play any mod pack right now, I might play like a Pixelmon mod pack. Try to find a server.
I was looking at that when we saw it the other day.
Danny's got COVID.
Mm.
But yeah. What did you play, Stefan?
A lot of Warframe.
Warframe, Warframe. We've talked about Warframe in the last 3 streams, so we'll skip that.
Yeah, we've been doing Onslaught on
TFT.
Warframe.
I made it to blue.
Oh
blue.
yeah, he's a blue TFT player now. I
I'm
haven't
better
got to.
than the rest of you now.
Yeah, I haven't even got to green yet. I don't know what that is. Is that Game of Thrones? No, can't be. There's no watchers in Game of Thrones.
I'm like Alchemy.
Oh, okay. I just seen what looked like almost like one of the symbols from Game of Thrones, but then I was like, they
No.
didn't have any watches in that. Cool.
I'm like Alchemist. That's Pocket Watch.
Yeah, I played some TFT last week. I haven't played. I think I played 1 game this week or 2.
I've
Haven't
been
played
playing
much.
a bit. No, I've been playing a bit of Aram, unlocking the project stuff.
The project stuff. I haven't done any of that.
Yeah, the event.
What else have you been up to, Stefano?
And, that's basically been it.
Yeah, it's been kind of boring. I've been in that mode where I just can't figure out what I want to do.
Yeah, I've got that. After I complete Death Stranding 100%, I just can't get into anything right now. I spent
And
150 hours. I
yeah.
got 100% Death Stranding in 150 hours.
Woo! I'm looking at news for this last week, and there's a lot of news. Most of it doesn't seem to have anything to do with me, or anything that interests me, or any of you
Is it
guys that I can
E3 at the
see.
moment? Is it
There,
E3 this week?
there is some. I have one bit of news. I don't know if Ryan wants me to tell it or not, but my bots are kicking ass in the LOL tournament that we're doing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Best thing is they don't count for anything though.
They count in my mind. I wrote them. They count, okay?
Count as what?
They count as the best because they're winning. Well, one of them's winning. The smart bot is winning. That's all that matters. That is
The
all.
best.
That's all
of
that
battle.
matters. All that matters. All that matters.
But yeah, have you played the rooms, Terry?
Have I played the?
The room.
No, I've seen some of our some of our streams of it, but I have not. I have a hair in my
Yeah.
mouth.
Maybe you should stop doing that, Tara.
Yes. Diablo 2 Resurrected launches on September 23rd. Woo! Back for Blood is coming. Is that like a version of Left 4 Dead? It is.
What is the thing that I played with Crush that was like Left 4 Dead?
I don't know, Denny. What was it?
Something. Dying Light, is it? I think it was Dying Light.
I don't know. All I know is I can't open this damn news article. It doesn't want to load.
Because you keep touching yourself.
Only when you're around.
Yeah, Dying Light's a sort of Left 4 Dead kind of deal.
Yeah, there is some E3 stuff going on, but I don't know all that much about it. Ryan had some idea for what he wanted to do with some podcasts in the next little bit, but I've already forgot what he was talking about.
I know there's going to be
Back for Blood is a Left 4 Dead 3 is Left 4 Dead 3. The original devs made it as Valve. Made it as Valve, as they usually do, had problems with the number 3.
Valve can't count to fucking 3. I really wish they could. You know, Half-Life, Portal.
There's a game called Archvale that looks like a 2D version of Zelda. Or how about an older version of Zelda for you youngins out there? Because Zelda was 2D originally.
Yep.
Noobs.
What was it? Not Satisfactory. That's not true. There was something. Nah, I lost it. The
D's brain's lost.
I need to find it first. But yeah.
Convert your
Uh,
dad's boring laundromat into a ripping arcade in Arcade Paradise. Sure.
Yeah, there's not going to be that much going on until thinking. I know Manchester's got an event next month for arts and arts and stuff like that. It's going to be for 2 weeks next month in town.
This game seems like it might be up our wheelhouse. Despot's game, it's literally called Despot's game, is like
Yeah.
Teamfight Tactics, except it's also a roguelike dungeon crawler. Build an army and watch it battle enemies and other players, and then die and do it all over.
Cool.
So it's like a Teamfight Tactics roguelike?
Oh, no, it was just an auto chess roguelike.
Yeah, that seems like it'll be interesting.
Don't know.
I don't know. Let's see, where is it? I don't want the actual game. The graphics are terrible, but that's fine. We don't need fun graphics anymore nowadays. But I'm kind of curious to see where can you find it. The Steam demo has stranded humans fighting for their lives in a cruel environment. Interesting. So apparently it's on Steam.
Okay.
So get your Despot's game.
Mm.
Woo! Oh, I just closed the damn link. So, does anybody else have any news to talk about? Or any ideas for what they're going to be playing this week? Like I've sort of said, I've been in the mode where I don't really know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I burnt myself out playing Death Stranding in room and stuff. Everything else, I've been playing like LoL and Warframe a little bit if stuff playing, but
Yeah, I guess we should talk about E3, seeing as it's coming out.
it's going to be the digital E3, isn't it?
Yes, E3 in Los Angeles this year, but there's no physical, or sorry, there's no physical E3 in Los Angeles this year. But it is happening right now as an all-digital event. Which means we're watching the whole thing along with you from our from the comfort of our sexy gamer chairs, is what the article says. So some of the games that are being announced at E3 are Age of Empires 4. And the Anacrusis? I might have butchered that name. Whatever the Anacrusis is. Apparently it's a Left 4 Dead style cooperative shooter, but sci-fi themed. So aliens instead of zombies.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Then there's a Plague Tale Requiem. An action-adventure horror. The sequel to A Plague Tale Innocence.
Never played Plague Tale.
Neither have I. Atomic Heart. A Soviet sci-fi FPS we're all waiting for. Except for me, because I don't really play FPSs.
Occasionally. I'll play with Matt and Chris. Like Apex and stuff.
I've heard of Babylon. But Babylon's Fall, I've heard of... Babylon sounds familiar. I don't know what it is. But Babylon's Fall is a stylish live series action game from Platinum Games.
Well,
Not.
Babylon you've got Babylon the sci-fi series, and then you've got
Oh, maybe it's probably built off of that then.
and then Babylon is also an ancient city.
Yeah, I know the Ancient City version, but no, I've heard of Babylon, like, so that's probably what it is.
Babylon,
Then we've already announced Back for Blood. Which is, yeah, Left 4 Dead, the third one, because Valve was an asshole. Doesn't want threes. Battlefield 42 is coming out.
no,
Contraband.
most likely some kind of COD.
What, Battlefield 42?
No, it'd be like if there's gonna be a new Battlefield, there'll probably be a new COD along in the pipeworks.
They say it's kind of like Rainbow Six Siege operators. Oh, sorry. Let me reread that. It's a near future battlefield which increases match size to 128 players and introduces a specialist with gadgets. Kind of like a Rainbow Six Siege operator, but they can carry a gun. Or can carry any gun. Contraband's sort of an open world cop smuggling game from the Just Cause team.
Could be interesting.
There's a lot of stuff being
don't mind
announced this year at E3. Ryan's already excited for Forza Horizons 5. He was going to pre-install it and then found out that he can't actually play it until November, so he decided to not pre-install it yet.
But yeah, this I don't know. Most of it's generally sequels or something. But yeah.
Well, that's sort of what a lot of things are right now, just because.
The best thing is, E3 is just gonna be full of stuff that's gonna go on every console.
Yeah.
Because PlayStation, Nintendo will have their own thing, like they have done last year.
Ooh, my style of game. Endless Dungeon. Tower defense action for up to 3 players. You protect crystals from alien bugs on a space station. That definitely seems like my kind of a game. Far Cry 6 has been announced.
Sounds like Dungeon Defenders, but with more steps.
Far Cry 6. And that's a very familiar face on the front of Far Cry 6. And obviously they're going to have a Seasons Pass for Far Cry 6. What else? Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. That seems like something up at your guys' roadhouse.
Yeah,
Ryan
I'm not a
mostly.
fan of Final Fantasy.
Ryan's Final Fantasy and Duncan.
Yep. I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy. But there's a lot of Final Fantasy people out there.
I've liked one Final Fantasy, and I believe that was, what, 10?
I liked Final Fantasy Tactics, because that's more my style of game.
I liked 10-2, and 15's not that bad.
Jurassic World Evolution 2 is coming out.
Didn't an Ark map come out recently?
Yeah, the Genesis 2 came out. We haven't actually got into that yet, but I'm thinking of it.
I know. I knew there was a new map because I saw a 20 gig fucking patch. I'm sat there going, Ark, 20, why? And it's like 20 gig. It's like there'll be a new map.
Yep. Actually, it's not just a new map. It's a whole bunch of gameplay and story and stuff. Yeah.
They've basically added another game to it.
Guardians of the Galaxy's coming out. There's a game of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a single-player superhero shenanigans.
Oh, no, that's got to be multiplayer.
And
the-
Groot's holding a purple llama. The image of it, or its little thumbnail, is Groot holding a giant purple llama.
See, I don't like the sounds of that because that's just telling me Fortnite.
Metal Slug Tactics.
I've
I haven't
heard of
Metal
that.
Slug in a while.
I
I've heard of
haven't.
Metal Slug.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Metal Slug, or I've heard of Metal Slug. I haven't thought of Metal Slug in a long time, but now they're bringing out
PS1?
uh,
Was it Metal Slug?
Metal Slug was on PlayStation and some like arcades and stuff like that.
And backwards alley.
It's been a long
Yeah,
while.
there's a lot of stuff that's being announced. A lot of the dates aren't actually announced yet, but
It'll
I'm
be the
sure
fact
you
that
guys can
it'll be the
find.
fact that it'll be the fact that everything's upside down still a little bit, and dates always get pushed back anyway.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Thingy came out this week, last couple of weeks. Even though you still can't freaking buy them, the
what?
TI versions of the 30 cards
Oh yeah.
they got released.
Yeah, the advantage with those, I was watching a video on that, is they have less memory, which actually is the biggest problem with the amount that they can produce. Is Silicon Valley's not able to keep up with the amount of memory, or they're not able to get enough of the resources they need to produce the amount of memory that some of those cards were having. So these cards will run slightly faster than the previous like the 3080 will beat, or yeah, the 3080 will beat the 3080 Ti will beat the 3090 unless you go like ridiculous like 8K gaming or something like that, which maybe like 2% of the population of gamers is doing. Maybe. Probably not even 2%.
Oh, I was thinking, well, if I can get my hands, I might get the 3070 Ti because 3070 is the I only have HD, so 3070 is where the HD taps out.
Well, yeah, 3070. Are you going Ti or just a 3070?
Would want a Ti.
Yeah, if you're going 3070 Ti, that's going to do way more than HD could ever do. You could run HD 1080p at 120 hertz perfectly. Any game. Even with ray tracing active. Actually,
Yeah,
ray
'cause
tracing makes it better, but or better FPS.
it's saying it's about 450-ish. So that's about 450 for the 70 Ti.
Yeah. If you can ever find one.
Yeah.
There are some sites that NVIDIA sold to directly that will only sell to gamers at proper price. Some YouTubers and stuff have stuff like that. I think Linus Tech Tips has like a gamer verified something that's supposed to help get graphics cards into gamers' hands, which is kind of nice.
The market's just fucked.
Yeah,
I was
but like
liking-
they're still getting the prices are still getting jacked up, but
Yep.
there isn't much we can do about that. Eventually, the cards will become available to us and the prices will come back down.
Just tell Elon Musk to keep tweeting about different online currency.
Yeah, and bringing them down.
Because he just keeps bringing them down. Means less people want them.
Yeah, if he gets enough of the cryptocurrencies to drop, then at least we'll be able to get some.
Solar system in my hand.
You have a solar system in your hand.
Yeah, look.
Squish it. Squish it.
Solar system.
It's kind of neat.
Little glass solar system.
Oh, so an update, everybody. I have got shot 1 finally of the COVID vaccine. I'm 1 step closer to being normal. Finally was able to get the first step towards becoming normal.
To becoming a man.
Exactly. I'm a real boy.
I think I had mine up last month.
I haven't. It's been all fucked up here in Canada trying to get the vaccination.
I know Duncan's already had his first one.
Yeah, well, it's easier for him because he's in the city and there's a lot more available there.
Yeah, you live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I know everyone in my household has had both of theirs.
Yeah, I should have been able to get mine like a couple months ago, which means I should have been able to get my second one soon, if not already.
Ryan's still trying to get his first one.
Yeah, it's all messed up right now. So, anything interesting going to be happening this week that we should be getting into? Minecraft did release the update. I know that. Basic Minecraft.
Vanilla Minecraft.
I think I'm gonna wait till 2 before anything.
Yeah, I think Mojang really messed up that one because a lot of people are going to want to wait just because with the second half of the release, you're going to have to reset your whole world.
I know a lot of servers are having really small worlds. So once the update happens, they update the servers
outwards.
and just then expand the server world.
Yeah, what some people are doing as well is they're pruning. It's basically if a chunk hasn't been loaded in so much time, they will basically remove that chunk. The only downside with that is if a new biome is generated in that chunk, it will have very harsh edges. It won't be nice and smoothed out. Like say one chunk's loaded, the next chunk wasn't. You'll literally have a line dividing the old and new chunk. Or yeah, the old and new biome. But it's one of the ways of trying to get some of the stuff in. But
I don't know.
That's what they're doing right now until the second patch comes out.
I know Hermitcraft's done that for you to download Season 8. So that means the download wasn't as big as it would have been.
I don't even know what you mean by downloading of Season 8.
Hermitcraft at the end of each season, they let you download their map.
Oh, I've never seen that.
So you can explore everything they've done with it. Season 8, you can go explore Tango's Amongst Us, but it made in Minecraft. Just pure Minecraft. No special things, nothing.
No command blocks or anything?
Yep, you just need a texture pack, and that's it.
Cool. Well, what else is going on? I think I'm gonna keep playing some Herbert Derber. I've lost my words.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Thank you. That's the one. I could not remember. I think I'm gonna keep playing some No Man's Sky.
The game's so good you couldn't remember its name.
I am terrible with names. I'm liking it. I like space games. I would like a little bit more free crafting, like besides just being able to build a base. Like that would definitely be a little bit more fun for me. I was thinking of playing Avorion and building my own ships, but I don't know if I could get into that. I also tried going directly into a server, which was not a good idea because I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. I like space games. I want to go to space. I'm in space. See, Danny's dying.
Did you spend 20 million
Did I spend 20 million?
to go on to go into space?
I wish I could spend 20 million to go into space. I would go to space even if I knew I might not come back. Well, even if I knew I wasn't coming back.
Well, it's 20 million English pound. For American dollars, it's 28.
Yeah. Then for Canadian, it'd be like 32 million.
But I know for a fact, the bidding for this ticket went live online for one weekend. The last weekend it was on Finger. Before that, it was on basically private bids and everything else. 5 million.
I'm very confused right now. I just
Why?
found a topic saying Microsoft sets a kill date for Windows 10 support as Windows 11 draws near.
They're not making Windows 11, aren't they
that's
making something
that's
else?
what I swear I read last week. I think I did it even on the podcast that Windows said that they were no longer going to be calling it Windows 10. They were going to rename it to just Windows and just keep modifying Windows, not releasing a new one. And now there's this thing saying the retirement date is clearly outlined in an official Microsoft document via Nordic Hardware that was recently updated. It outlines when support will end for various builds, like the current version 21H1, which will be supported through December 13th, 2022. The end of the road for Windows 10 in general, however, is little over 4 years from now. But I swear they said,
It's Microsoft.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying it's Microsoft. They don't.
Yeah, but what it could be is they're not getting rid of Windows 10. Windows 11 could just be Windows.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
They have some screenshots leaked of the UI, and it looks similar to Windows 10 right now, except it looks, I don't know how to say it. It looks kind of Android-y as well, if you want to say that. Looks kind of like a mix between a phone UI and the Windows 10 UI. So, no notifications at the top. That's not there. So that's the only thing that doesn't look like a phone. But the rest of it sort of looks kind of like a phone.
See, well, I think at this point, Windows has got themselves in a position where the whole interface is terrible. And they can't really change much, or they're going to get said, oh, you're copying Linux, or you're copying Apple.
Well, you can't really copy Linux, because Linux just tries to basically, any of the Linux versions pretty much that have, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate if anybody sees this video, but most Linux versions try to look like Windows or Apple to make it more user-friendly. That is if they have a graphical user interface at all.
Because if you actually go by Apple's interface is so much nicer, so much cleaner, so much easier to use.
Yeah, well, that's sort of what Windows is going for next, is they're trying to make it look a lot more streamlined, sort of like an Android.
Like I love the idea of, yes, have my files that which I shouldn't be able to touch somewhere thingy, but not hidden so much I can't fucking find it.
I don't know what files you're talking about. Are you talking about Windows now or Apple?
No, I'm talking about Windows. Apple doesn't hide any files. You can find every file in Windows, meaning in Apple, without an issue, just by searching it once. While with Windows, you have to type %app data just to find like Minecraft and shit like that.
That's not necessary. That's the only reason things are like that is more because of Windows holding out old, trying to stay compatible to older versions. And then the game producers, anybody who's making games, is also holding back to those old standards of the app data folder and the local folder and the roaming folder. And those folders are actually made for being in networks. It all has to do with the roaming folder. When you log into your user, your roaming folder will automatically be available on any device in that local network that you connect to, as long as you log in with that user. And then the local folder will only store on the specific terminal that you're at. That's the whole thing about that. Why they're hidden, I don't know. They really shouldn't be hidden folders, but I don't know. That I agree with that being stupid. Um, Part of the reason why a lot of files are hidden is because they just don't want you to
Yeah, they
destroy the
don't want you
system.
to delete it by accident or something like that.
Yes.
Like they'll delete your Windows by accident and stuff like
But
which I understand.
but they don't need to hide it. They could have just protected it like they do the Windows files. Like if you try to go in and delete Windows files, the ones that you can delete are usually protected or usually ones that Windows creates on the fly anyways. The ones that you can't delete or you need special programs installed to delete are the ones that are protected by Windows. Hence you need the extra program. So why don't they just do that? Why do they have to have them hidden files? It's a lot of baloney, but it's to try to stop users from breaking it. And I think if you're gonna break your computer, you deserve to break your computer. Learn to use your computer.
Yeah, but then there's some people that just use it for a game, or the kids use it.
Yeah, I get that. Like if you have kids and stuff and they're going in, you don't want them to accidentally delete parts of the game and stuff.
I'm sorry, but if I also had kids or anything, I would have their own personal user on my computer.
Yeah,
they
but
would not be using my user.
That doesn't necessarily stop them from deleting files and stuff like that, especially like
I would not give them access.
I'm just saying they go to do something and it says, "Oh, you need permission from an admin." They come running to you. I need permission to go to an admin. You come in and ask them what they're doing, you type in your password and now they've deleted some of your files because they told you they were doing something totally different. That little message that
if I had them kids, I'd kill them.
because that message usually doesn't give you all that much information.
I'll be like, "What are you doing?" and I'll stand there and watch them.
All right. Well, I don't know if we have any more news, but I think we did a pretty good one anyways. If you like what you see, like, follow, and subscribe. Where audio versions of this will be available everywhere you can get a podcast. So come listen to our podcasts, the audio versions. And from all of us, goodbye. Wave, Daddy. Thank you.
I'm waving.